'Tis the middle of summer and the relentless heat has smoked out a few more candidates. That special place reserved for those with broken dreams and bad ideas. No, they don't work on the floor crew here. We present to you these three lucky contenders. They've worked so very hard to get where they are, and now we celebrate them being awarded permanent residency in the Republic of Outland. Ah, yes.
This is the suspect walking out of Walmart with the loot.
$75,000?
Cash. Police say he didn't use a weapon or threaten the employees. He simply said he worked for Loomis.
And picked up the Loomis deposit for that day.
He was dressed in what appeared to be a Loomis employee uniform. However, police say it appeared that one thing was missing from the uniform: the Loomis logo. Police say the vest he was wearing didn't look bulletproof either. Loomis employees normally wear bulletproof vests.
It looked similar to actually a weight running vest.
He didn't even ride in the armored vehicle that the Loomis employees normally ride in. Police say he came and left in a black Chevy, but he was convincing enough to fool the employees at Walmart.
Oh man, that is rough.
They didn't figure it out until 30 minutes later, when the actual Loomis employee showed up for the deposit.
So think about it this way. At Walmart, they won't give you any grief. You've seen some of these pictures of people at Walmart, what they're dressed like when they walk in the place. They don't give them any grief. This guy, they let go ahead and steal $70,000. Thank you, Walmart, for proving that you have permanent residency in Outland. Next to Kings Mountain, North Carolina. Usually when we talk about stories regarding Nazi flags, we try and be a little bit serious about it here. But there's a guy named John Brown in Kings Mountain, North Carolina, who has a very specific story about a Nazi flag and lightning bolts. Here, you'll see why this guy gets into Outland right away.
And Brown promises his Nazi flag won't ever fly at his house again because, he says, it's worn out, battered by the sun and wind, and no longer fit to sit on a flagpole. To many, this is considered a symbol of pure hate, flown by Nazi Germany in World War II. Brown wouldn't talk on camera, but says he hates Nazis, isn't a racist, and doesn't personally consider the flag offensive. He just likes flags. But
I think that's hate.
He can see how others disagree, including his own neighbors.
We're in a good neighborhood. We don't need nothing like that.
Do you consider that offensive?
Yes.
So after years in front of his house, he says it's coming down in days.
Hey, if he take it down, that'd be good.
Yes, we've been to Brown's house before. In 2012, when neighbors had similar concerns about this Nazi SS flag flapping in the wind.
It is a Nazi SS flag, but that ain't what it stands for.
What does it stand for?
I just told you, it stands for lightning bolts. It don't mean hails bells or nothing, you know what I'm saying? It's two lightning bolts.
Some neighbors say Brown's flag flying is just John being John, an odd guy and avid war buff who often watches military movies and listens to German war-era music.
I don't worry about it like that.
Tuesday, Brown said he'd put a pirate flag up if he had one.
It's only lightning bolts. Remember Darwin's Law. And finally, let us end this episode of Outland with a trip to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where another guy wants to rob somebody, and
35-year-old Aaron Stein came to court as an inmate facing charges including aggravated assault, robbery, and threats to use weapons of mass destruction. He waived his right to the preliminary hearing, though, sending the case directly to trial. He's in custody because police say he tried to rob a PNC bank by indicating to the teller he had a bomb. A teller told police the device appeared to have wires and a green light on the top that appeared to be a trigger button. When police first caught up with him on Campbell's Run Road in this car, he took off. But they caught up with him again at the I-79 ramp off the Parkway West, where investigators took no chances that he might indeed have a bomb. Turns out he told them what he had was an adult toy, cell phone cable, and some duct tape. Police say he told them he was desperate for money, which he lost in the stock market.
Obviously, his attempt was not very satisfying indeed. Don't forget, these are the people in Outland whom we love, we cherish. Without you, we wouldn't be able to have this kind of fun. Darwin's Law works every time. Rock on, true believers. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here Wednesday, Hump Day on MidPoint.